Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the hottest spot in town. You have stepped into Sunshine's Corner. This is the place where we can have those difficult conversations and you can feel comfortable having them. This is the place where we keep you updated on things that are happening in the community. When you want to know what's happening in and around and about you, make sure you tune in every single day at 9 o'clock right here on Sunshine's Corner. And today it is not going to be any different because there's something I have been trying to do for the longest. And I thank God that I made that contact through my good friend Tara with the Pensacola Police Department to touch bases with Amy so that we can talk about Trinity, the young girl that was in Destin on vacation, the baby, 10 years old, that we have not found yet. I'm going to put it that way. Right. I mean, I just want to say it that way. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you want to talk, to be a part, to help. Now, we're going to tell you many ways that you can help. There are many things that you can do, but please stay right where you are. Keep it here so you can hear the realness of what's happening in Destin. That's not right. What you hear on social media, not what you hear in all these places with all the negativity. Here's a person that's been working with them, talking to the mom, dealing with everybody during the whole process. And Amy, I tell you, I am so glad. We talked yesterday. I'm so proud of what you're doing, how you are yet fighting for her.
We're trying. There's a lot of us out there that are still every day looking for her. And if it were my baby, I would want people out looking for her. I have a 10-year-old daughter myself.
Exactly.
So my heart goes out to Raven and Wesley and Victor and the entire family. They're all beautiful people. They come together so beautifully. We've had both sides, grandparents on both sides here working together to try to bring Trin home.
Exactly.
So we're just proud and happy to be able to help them because they aren't locals. They're not from
No, they're
here.
not, because
they're from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
So yeah, they're not familiar with anything here, so we have to be their beacon of light when they don't have one.
Exactly, exactly. And I tell you, as we talked yesterday, all of the time, the energy, I can tell it's from your heart, even with the divers that are diving out there trying to find something to help with the family so they can have that closure.
That's right.
We're gonna need that closure. I was reading about the mom, and I tell you, my heart goes out to her. And
she's a strong woman.
She's a strong woman.
She is a strong woman.
I mean, a very strong woman. They were down here vacationing.
That's right.
And tragedy happened.
That's right. They were actually vacationing, and I wanted to clear that up. They were vacationing in Panama City, Beach, Florida, and this was the last day. The 12th was the last day of their vacation. They rented a pontoon boat in Panama City, and they were out riding the boat for the day. They got done with that boat very early in the day and said, you know what, let's just ride over to Destin and go snorkel, bring the kids to go snorkel over there. We hear it's beautiful there, so it was a very last minute, unplanned trip here to Destin because it was only an hour and a half, 2 hour drive from Panama City.
Exactly.
So they figured they would get the most out of their vacation and go from there to here. So this was actually an unplanned stop, unfortunately.
I understand. Can you share with us some of the updates on where we are now, what's in process?
Today we have some divers out. Jonathan Ivey and his team are out today searching for Trinity. We also have another master dive team out of Alabama, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Katie and her crew are out today diving on the jetties, I believe. I just briefed with Drummer for Hire, so he's trying to get some boats together right now to help spot those divers in case they get in distress. So we definitely need boats today for sure. We weren't able to locate anyone last night with an actual boat because a jet ski, we need to be able to get them back on the boat. And a pontoon isn't ideal because those jetties are very rough and the current is very strong. And a pontoon, you wouldn't be able to move around quickly enough.
Okay, now I'm a little country girl. A pontoon is a what?
A pontoon is what
that
Trinity,
I saw?
what Trinity and her family were on that day, what Raven was driving. Everybody's seen the video of Raven driving the boat.
Right.
Raven, if you haven't met her, Raven is tiny. She comes up to here on me. She's a little girl.
And you're
so
tiny.
she was driving that big boat. So that's a pontoon boat. It has two like flotation devices with a small engine. They're not made to go fast. They go about 15, 20 miles an hour.
I understand.
You need a boat where they're going to be diving is a very dangerous area. It's about 2 football fields off from where Trin came up missing. And it's a very dangerous area. I'm on that area every day, and I've flipped my jet ski there.
Yeah, I mean, tell everybody about that. This was recent.
Just not too long ago. We call it a rollover, and jet skis, thankfully, it's why I love my jet ski, is because when it rolls over, it'll flip back up. But I've cracked the front of my jet ski on those
Wait a minute, is that
walls.
you that I saw on the video trying to get the thing off of it? Something was. I've looked at so many videos last night.
I was going to say I don't know. I've posted so many videos. There's been a lot of people out there. Dusty Andrews, who's also drummer for hire on social media, he's been out there. He lives in a very close proximity to where the incident happened, and he's out there almost every day, looking for her. So it might have been a video that he posted.
Exactly.
It may have been a video that we posted together, because I was out there riding around not too long ago alone because my spotter bailed at the last minute.
Okay.
And I said, oh well, I'm going on my own. And then I found Dusty out there. He was out alone too. We're just going
Why is it so important to you to do all this hard work you're doing? Because I know that the law enforcement has stopped.
Right.
With this to continue to search for her.
Because her mama has to go to sleep every night knowing that her baby is out here lost in foreign waters to her, and we want to bring her baby home to her so they can have some sort of closure.
Exactly.
Because until you've been in a situation like that, until you've lost a child, you don't know what it feels like to wake up every day and wonder, is today going to be the day? Is today going to be the day? And not have that closure.
Right.
I mean, they know what happened. They know that Trinity is with the Lord.
Exactly.
They're aware of that.
But it's just some part of her they're trying to find.
Yeah, they want to bring their baby home, and we want to do that for them if it's at all possible. I have the knowledge of the water. We have the knowledge of the water here, and the tides and the rip currents and how the current flows there where she came up missing. We've studied it. We studied it with Kevin from the United Cajun Navy, and got some good points of interest. And so we're not giving up hope.
Right.
And if we're here and we're able-bodied,
let's do it.
Why not help?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's your biggest challenges now that your team is facing in getting people to get out to help?
The biggest challenge is getting jet skis, boats, fuel. It's very expensive to, like myself, I'm about 2 hours away. We're about 2 hours away from where this incident happened.
Right.
So I travel myself 2 hours one way, 2 hours back, all in one day, get there early, leave when the sun goes down.
Oh, wow. I mean, we got a picture up on the screen right now. And everybody, this is Trinity. This is who we're talking about. This is Trinity.
And that is actually the day before, or the morning, I believe. That was either the day before or the morning of, but same bathing suit that she has on now. So that's a good picture to put up, because that was within 72 hours of her
oh my Lord.
Being missing. So that was part of her awesome trip. They had a beautiful trip here.
Right.
She had an amazing time. She loved to snorkel in the water, so that's what they were doing.
Okay. What kind of equipment that's needed? What technology you need to help to go out to even search for this baby? I mean, to find something to get the parents closure.
Divers, number one, the divers. There are plenty of divers out there that are willing to help with this search, but they don't have the equipment. They know how to dive, but they don't have the equipment to dive.
Equipment like
their
thing on the back?
packs to go down,
Okay.
diving gear to go down. And there are plenty of places that rent out diving gear. They're currently, I know Jonathan's renting diving gear from a place here locally in Pensacola.
Okay.
And the family is trying to help with everything that they possibly can. They have hired a master diver team to come in. They're doing everything that they possibly can too. So what we need is dive gear. We need jet ski rentals, boat rentals, pontoon rentals, any of the rental companies out there in Destin near the jetties, if they're willing to donate some hours on jet skis and boats, because the people, it's not that they don't care why they fell off, it's just financially.
I understand.
It is a lot. You know, filling up fuel in your vehicle, then fuel in the boat, fuel in the jet skis, food for the day, stays,
right,
to stay and help. So
talk about the GoFundMe, because I got the link up so they can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's, the GoFundMe is for Trinity's mom, Raven. And let me be clear that Raven didn't even want to GoFundMe. Somebody asked for her Cash App, and she said no. We ain't doing
Raven
all
is
that.
her mom.
Raven is mom. She said no, we're not doing that. A friend
put it up for her.
And in the family, someone who she calls family, put it up for her because they recognize that she's going to need the time off. She's going to need to rest and mourn. And the family will too. So that money,
of course, we
are hoping that that money can stay with them and they can utilize that money to mourn and be at home with their families.
Exactly.
And so, and they're definitely like, hey, what can we do? What can we do? And they're sending money for the divers today. So it's not like they're not utilizing that money. They're utilizing that money just for this search. They're not even using it for themselves
Absolutely.
at all. So just to clear that up. But we want to be able to raise money here locally so they don't have to go into that money.
So she'll have something to sustain herself because of the fact.
Absolutely.
I'm sure, I can't imagine. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you have contact with her, that you can talk to her about what's being done, because I'm sure that's a point that will help her. And now that I don't know if they're still here in Arkansas, but the fact of it is that I gotta say this, because this is what I keep resonating in my head, that I go home without my baby.
Right.
And I don't think I could function if I had to leave my child.
That's right.
And I don't know where my child is.
That's right.
That is huge. This is why we're having the conversation. Amy is working with the divers. She's working with everybody there in Destin, and to help the parents, to help the mother find closure in everything that she's dealing with now because of her baby. This baby was 10 years old. She's a small little something.
She's tiny.
She's a tiny baby, but she's dealing with this. And we're asking you to let's come together to help. Put yourself in that position. Would you not want somebody to do what Amy and her friends are doing with the divers there in Destin to try to make a difference for Trinity? I mean, it's amazing the things that are needed. People think, oh, let me go just jump in the water. It's not just jump in the water.
Easy. Yeah, you need gear. You need safety gear. If you're going to be out any further than what Trinity was in, which was waist deep water, you need a life jacket.
Exactly.
We wear life jackets every day, and I live locally, and I have jet ski myself, so I have life jackets, and we don't get on them. We don't get on jet skis without life jackets. Number one, it's not legal to do it. But number two is for safety reasons. And to clear up, a lot of people said, oh, she didn't have a life jacket on that day. Why? She was snorkeling with her family on the beach, and we're from here, so we know thousands of people are on the beach every day with no life jackets. The biggest thing for the family, there's no warning signs, and there isn't. There's no signs there that say this current changes at 7 p.m. and pulls out.
Okay.
There's nothing there that says the current is going to pull at 10 miles an hour from this jetty starting at 7:15, which is about the time that Trinity was taken by the undertow, along with her family. I mean, her mother came out to help and also went into distress trying to keep Trent above water.
My God.
So we almost lost an entire family.
Exactly.
And thank the Lord that 3 of them were able to survive, and we're still looking for Trinity. But
are there dive shifts? I mean, you have divers out there. I mean, are you doing it in shifts? How long a certain person stays out there to go? What's the distance, the parameters, how far they go?
Well, they were searching Navarre yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yes. So anywhere from Navarre, Fort Walton, all the way up to Destin, they're searching.
So you're saying that the tide can drift and take you back off?
Oh, absolutely. So where Trinity was at is what we call a jetty. And a jetty is built to block the waves and stuff coming in from the Gulf.
Okay.
She was, and I'm looking at the distance because I've been out there every day. She was about probably 4 football fields away from the opening to the Gulf.
Really?
Where it pulls in, the jetties actually pull in to the Gulf. One of the big jetty walls that we've been searching a lot. It's so hard to get up on that wall because it's the opening to the Gulf, and it's 6 foot, 7 foot waves just crashing into you all the time. Just the jetty on the other side of where she was, straight across from where she was, which takes me on a jet ski 30 seconds to a minute to get to from where she was. So yes, it opens up to the Gulf. So it is the possibility that she is out in the Gulf. And we're hoping that that's not the case. We're hoping that she's right where, in close proximity to where she went out.
Oh, wow.
Now that's just a guess. There's a lot of foliage and rocks there. So
you're hoping that maybe something has washed up, something like that?
We're hoping that maybe she's just there and we've missed it, because where she went missing is also Crab Island. Everybody knows Crab Island around here. There are thousands of boats on Crab Island every day, especially during the summer and during this time. I posted a video on my TikTok of Crab Island one of the days when I was going out just 2 or 3 days ago, and there were probably 2,000 boats on the water, everybody partying within 500 to 1,000 yards of where this little girl went missing.
My God.
So it makes it a lot more difficult to have people out just waking up the water for us and trashing the water, throwing all their trash in the water. Do you know how many times we've been deterred from what we're doing by a pink beach ball that's way up there on the shore in the bushes?
And you're thinking it's something of hers.
And so we're thinking, pink, go to it, you know.
I understand.
So the trash has been
I tell you, everybody, we're talking with Amy Spicer. She's working with the diver. She has a team that goes out with they're yet searching for Trinity, or something to give for the parents can have closure.
Right.
Although they know, but they need closure. So I applaud them for taking their time to exert all of their energies to put into this for this 10-year-old baby and the family. And when I read even more so about what the mom has dealt with, my God.
Yes.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, be a part of this conversation. If you would like to help, 850-432-7768. That's the number to call right here, Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
And welcome back to this edition of Sunshine's Corner, and we are talking about something that is so important to my heart. And I mean, Trinity, who the young 10-year-old baby that was there vacationing in Panama City, but they rode over on the, what do you call that thing, a pontoon?
Pontoon boat.
What did I say?
Well, the pontoon boat, I don't want to get it confused. The pontoon boat, and where a lot of people are confused, is the pontoon boat was rented in Panama City Beach. It was not rented here in Destin. It was rented in Panama City Beach, which is about an hour and 45 minutes from us. And they returned that to the rental place, and they drove here to Destin, Florida, to snorkel with their family.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely. Now, I want to go back to this because I know that the helpers, and I'm going to really stress this point. Now, there is a GoFundMe set up. I want you to look, and we're going to put that GoFundMe up on the screen so you'll be able to take a screenshot of it, then you'll be able to go back and log on and do something to it. Go for it and make a difference. But please, ladies and gentlemen, let's not find ways not to help. Let's search for ways to help. And I'm going to put this in your mind. I remember this from the movie A Time to Kill, when he said, close your eyes and imagine that's you.
right. And until you do that, you don't know how it feels.
You don't know how it feels. Close your eyes and just imagine that is you going through this. Yeah. Imagine how you don't want anybody to stop. Right. Imagine how you want this help to continue, because that is your heart. So imagine that is you, so we can help the family in their time of need to find some type of closure so that they can move forward, you know?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about again, we'll talk about all the specific equipment that's needed, the resources that are needed to keep this search going on. And for the divers, what is it, hire?
Drummer for Hire is actually out. He's not one of the divers. He's just been out searching.
Okay.
Every day. He's in direct contact with Victor, which is it's Raven's boyfriend. And my point of contact is Trent's grandma Michelle, which is Raven's mom. And we try to speak every day and just brief on what's happened. But sorry, I
understand. I understand. I don't know if I could do what you're doing anyway. I would probably be so tore up. I mean, because I know I'm a very emotional person, and I commend you.
Well, I appreciate
I commend you for what you're doing. But now, what we're going back, we're going to talk about the resources and everything that's needed to keep this going.
Yes. Dive gear, again, dive gear. The divers, we have plenty of divers out here that want to help, but they don't have the dive gear anymore. There is Jonathan Ivey right there on the screen.
Right.
He has been leading putting together dive teams. He's made a Facebook page called Divers for Trinity. So if you are a diver and you would like to join in on that, please go join that Facebook page. Or if you want to do anything to help, go join that Facebook page, and we'll be posting updates there. I've been in contact with Jonathan periodically.
Right.
And he's doing everything that he can to help and get donations as well for dive gear and for spotters. One big thing is, like today, they were supposed to have a boat for a spotter because when a diver's down, you want to have somebody above the water,
of course,
that knows they're down there.
Exactly.
And their boat bailed on them, so now they need a boat. They need somebody to come spot them so they can go diving.
So
the hindrance, if we just had that availability and the funds to do it without having to call Raven and Wesley and Victor and Michelle and the whole family and say, hey, we need this funds for this, or we need this funds for that. Not that they care, don't get me wrong, but we're trying to allow them to have their time to grieve.
Oh, wow. Now, is there any, I mean, when I think about all that's needed, so much that's needed.
Yeah.
But with what you're doing, is there a central location or a point of contact for those who, let's say if we got somebody going to donate gear, how are we going to get it to you? Who do they go to?
So you could contact me. You
Okay.
could contact Dusty Andrews, also Drummer for Hire. He's on all of social media, Facebook, TikTok. You can contact Jonathan Ivey. He has his Divers for Trinity page. Or myself, contact me. We're all in direct contact with the family. We are all directly there. What is it? I think it's Joe's boat ramp is where the command center originally was.
Okay.
And that's where we go out of almost every day. We launch from there, so if you want to come to help, that's where we like to meet up. But anyone can contact me at any point in time, and I can be a direct line of contact to those divers and to those out helping, or give you an idea of where to search.
And I'm going to step outside. How long do you plan to do this?
I haven't set a time on myself yet.
Okay.
Of course, it's not feasible to do it
I understand.
forever.
Right.
And I told Raven myself that we will come out here and we will look for your baby, and even heaven forbid we don't find her, we'll talk to your baby every day when we're out here. We'll talk to her, we'll tell her good morning, we'll tell her good night.
I noticed you gave her a name, our mermaid of the sea.
She is our mermaid of the sea. Everybody locally here has adapted to Trin is now our official mermaid of the Destined Sea. So, and she will be even when we bring her home.
Right.
Because her soul was still.
Since you do have contact with the family, are they waiting to we stop to do a memorial? Or have they discussed that yet?
I don't want to touch on anything that.
I understand.
Yeah,
that was just something that popped in my head.
They're very personal people.
I got you.
They're very, and with the attacks from social media, I mean, there's been some very nasty things out, and people can be very cruel. And the ceremony that they had on day 10, they had it privately. They didn't allow anyone to come because that's their private moments. So I don't want to touch on that, and they're trying to stay as private as possible because there are people, there are very
Of course.
Yeah, there's just
I can see it in your
people out there. Yeah, I stayed up till 2 o'clock this morning.
You are fine. I mean, you are a very strong person too to do what you're doing, to continue to this fight. Good morning.
Good morning, Sonshine. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning.
I just wanted to call in just to say that, I applaud you and all the people that are searching and, all that time that they're diligently providing to find this Trinity, a mermaid of the sea. My prayers are with you all, with the family. I will continue to support that and keep that prayer going, and I also will use my social media to acknowledge that there's help still needed and how they can reach out to provide that help of doing this search party for Miss Trinity.
And we thank you for that, Doc, because I think everybody needs to come together, because I still say if you just close your eyes and imagine that is you.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of people have been going the negative side of things because that's what gets them views, sadly enough, and they're not here. I went to a challenge last night with somebody and said, well, if you really care, come help us find her.
Exactly.
Instead of putting your things on social media and your conspiracy theories, come help us find her. That's what would help. I mean, all of those theories have been debunked. They said nobody came forward. Nobody came forward. There's no pictures of her in the jetties or at the beach. Well, that picture has surfaced from a witness. And now they say, oh, well, that's not Destin jetties. That's Panama City Beach jetties.
Why does that matter?
But either way, I'm telling you right now, that picture that witness has surfaced is absolutely Destin jetties, right where Trinity was. I've been on it almost every day. I got the bruises to prove it.
Come on.
So it's just nonsense, and it's deterring people from helping.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the biggest part. Is you're deterring. You're not helping. You're deterring people from helping us find this little girl to go home to her parents and her grandparents. It's not helpful. It's just hogwash.
I tell you. I thank you so much, Eric, for all that you're always supportive and trying to find ways to get the message out.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
All righty, bye-bye. Everybody, please, if you would like to be a part of this conversation, want to talk to Amy, or if you want to tell us a way that you possibly know how to help, 850-432-7768. You can call or text right now. What would you say to someone right now, Amy, that has the ability to help, but hasn't stepped up forward to help?
Just step up. If you have the ability to help us and you want to come out and search, reach out to me.
Tell them how to get in touch with you.
Amy Spicer. I'm Amy Spicer on Facebook, Spicer Style 333 on TikTok. I originally started sharing this story immediately. I was out helping, and then I said, hey, I have 40,000 followers on TikTok. That's right. Let me be the beacon of light that shares that out. It's not, now my side of it is not for the followers. I already have them.
Amen.
So I do it actually for the acknowledgement. But if you want to come out and help, you reach out to me, reach out to Jonathan Ivey, reach out to Dusty Andrews, which is also drummer for hire, on TikTok and Facebook, and we will lead you in the right direction. Just come forward and we will try our best to get you on a boat or a ski or something to help. Even eyes with binoculars from the shore is helpful because she could be anywhere.
Exactly. How much of a difference could the community get their involvement in helping to bring community home? Now, this is another plea I want you to think about, because there are some people, like you say, that come out with the negative portion. We don't want the negativity. Right. I mean, negativity is always something that, I think that's for somebody who don't have anything else to do but think of something negative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But here's a situation that you have watched this story, you've seen this story, that happened right here, close to us. This is a family that has really lost the most valuable thing.
Absolutely.
It's that child. I want you to truly think about that. I want you to call and give Amy some inspiration because of what she's doing. Let's lift her up, if it's only through words, that let her know that we appreciate what she's doing every single day. 850-432-7768. We'll be back with more right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Come see us at Royal Appliance Outlet. We have refrigerators, washers and dryers, stoves, beautiful furniture from all of your name brands that you know and trust. Samsung, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, and GE, all at discount prices. Come visit us today at 1612 Faith Boulevard. You're gonna love our easy credit to help you bring all of your favorite furniture home. Come visit Royal Appliance Outlet.
It's baseball season. From heart-stopping plays to legendary victories, this is baseball at its finest. Grab your seat, bring your energy, and witness greatness live. Don't just watch it, feel it. The Pensacola Blue Wahoos are back, and you can watch Pensacola Blue Wahoos home games live on Fridays and Saturdays, only on Blab TV. Love the Blue Wahoos but can't watch? Get your tickets now.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority's state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
And welcome back to this Thursday edition of Sunshine's Corner as we talk with Amy Spicer. She's with the divers and putting together all of these components to help find this young lady that went missing in Destin a few weeks ago. And I know I can hear, I think that people, well, what can we do? A lot, a whole lot. But I want you to think about this. Even though there's nothing that we have that's tangible
Right.
that we can say that's been located.
Right.
Even though they have not given up any type of, hope. I believe that, miracles do happen. And what I feel for the family is that I want us as a community to come together to help Amy and the divers and anybody else who would like to be a part of this team to go out to help find this baby. If it's just a ring, if it's an earring, if it's a bead from her hair, if it's her snorkel thing.
Right.
These are things that can help with closure for the family.
Right.
That they can have something that's tangible.
Right. Yes.
That will cause them to feel better to say, okay, because I understand what they're feeling in their hearts, huh?
Yeah.
I understand that. But what they're trying to do is to be that beacon of hope.
Right.
To be helpful. And so that's what we're asking of you. Prayers are most definitely a beacon that can give hope. Let's come together that way. To pray that God will send the right people that can help with you all to help them.
Right.
And I just want the community to come to support in this effort because you never know what tomorrow holds. You don't know what's coming your way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying, Amy?
Absolutely.
And so let's come together and do that. There is a GoFundMe that's up that you can be a part of. But the fact of it is you got to want to do this. You put your $5 and my $5, that's going to help Raven.
Right.
And what she's going through. But this precious baby that I see right there, that big pretty smile on her face. Just look at that baby. 10 years old. And wouldn't you want somebody to step up with you? Because the saddest part is now that they've gone home. Now that's the saddest part. When you go home.
Right. Whenever you're forced to go home. Now let me reiterate that. Whenever you've exhausted everything and you have family at home waiting for you.
Right.
In Victor's case, children at home who just went through a traumatic event. You got to go home eventually. Mm-hmm. And then all you have is trust in us, the locals, and the people all around the world, not just the locals. We're here, we're able-bodied, we've got people. We need everyone else's help. Send in donations, if you got an extra pair of binoculars laying around your house.
Send it.
Call me, I'll come pick them up, and the first person that would like to use them to help look for Trent, we'll get them back. We'll get them back. I promise. I left my entire jet ski for the Cajun Navy, for the Cajun Navy and Raven and her family to be able to access when I wasn't there. So drop off your binoculars. If you still want them back, we'll label them. We'll make sure they come back to you. But the volunteers, if we could fund them and get them on a watercraft to get out and help us, or get them on the shore looking just with binoculars from the shore. Miss Michelle, Trinity's grandmother, she had binoculars around her neck. I swear that woman slept in binoculars.
I know that's right. We got another phone call. Let's see who. Maybe somebody can talk to us a little bit. Good morning.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Bless you, Sonshine, and Miss Amos, for having a caring heart. And all of you associates. Continue to do what you do.
Oh,
love you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Those words like that right there.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and just the encouragement too. If you can't do anything, if you're not here, you're not local, you don't have the funds, we understand that. But prayers, and send up good, warm. If you don't pray, then send up good vibes or whatever you believe in for that family, because if they sleep, in the little moments that they do get to sleep, every jump scare. I could only imagine waking up to a noise or your phone ringing, and every time the phone rings, it may be. I could imagine my heart dropping every time the phone rings. My heart drops when my phone rings and it says Dusty Drummer for Hire, or it says Jonathan Ivy on it, or it says Michelle, Trent's grandma on it. My heart drops every time, just because it may be that we found her.
Exactly.
You know, so they get that heart drop and then that letdown every day.
And you see what we're talking about, ladies, and thank you for the caller that called just to give the inspirational thoughts of the prayers to keep us going, because I believe that is a foundation for anything, that we got to come together. And for you that's viewing now and you're saying, what can I do? Find a way to do something. If it's just a phone call, find a way to do something. Amy Spicer.
Yes.
AMY.
That's right.
SPICER.
Yes, ma'am.
On Facebook. You can find her. You can go to her TikTok. But there are so many things. You'll see so many links that I've linked on my page that's linked to Amy that will get you to talk to, inbox her to find ways to help.
Yes.
Have you ever been in a situation like this before, to go out to help, to find things like this?
Yeah,
I knew it had to be.
Prior to what I do now, I was a firefighter paramedic, so I did it every day. we rescue people every day, so it's just ingrained in me. I think I had a lot of tragedy in my life, and my sister lost her son, my nephew, who was like a brother to me. We were really close in age. It's my oldest sister, and very tragic situation, and gosh, we've had so much tragedy. I'd be here all day if we went over it.
Exactly.
But so I have the ability to think calmly in stressful situations, and I would rather use that ability than not.
Exactly.
So if I can think calmly in stressful situations and we can find Trin and we can bring her home, then my job is done.
It's well done and well done, my good faithful servant.
Right.
When you talk to the family, are they hopeful?
They're still very hopeful that we are going to find her.
Okay.
They still have, they're praying every day. They're very hopeful that we will find her, and so they're still holding on.
I know there's some things that you can't go in to say.
Yeah, I tried to, as much as possible, I tried to keep their privacy private, because I posted a picture of Raven and I, and she was smiling.
Right.
And we were talking about Trin and all of the awesomeness that she is and was, and someone said, "Hey, smile." And so what do you do if you've ever been through a tragic event and you've got a million people around and it's hectic and everybody's taking pictures and these people are out looking for your babies, and people criticize that photo, shared my photo thousands of times on TikTok saying, look at that mom out there smiling. She shouldn't be smiling. Well, we don't take pictures. Let me be clear. We don't take pictures of mothers while they're rolling on the ground crying and screaming their baby's name. We don't publicize that. We try to publicize the positivity.
Positive vibes work.
So I don't know if that's what everybody wanted to see, was her in distress instead of a simple smile on her face.
Exactly.
But she's allowed to smile when talking about her baby girl and all the things that she loved. And that photo was taken on day 6, 7, 8, I'm not really sure, but she had been out there at it and had a brief moment to just talk about Trin. And
when you're doing the diving with the tides and all, do y'all go different tides and when they're?
Now, I personally don't dive, but they, from what I understand of it, they absolutely follow the tides. They have to follow the tides, and the tides there where this happened, it's not just about tides, it's about current.
That was my next question.
Yeah, the current is very strong there at some points. Sometimes it's so calm there that you could drop something on the water and see it ripple. And other times it's so rocky that you flip your jet ski up against a rock wall. And that happened at like 7:15 in the evening.
Right.
And that's when she went missing. So understanding the tides, the divers definitely follow that, and they're definitely cautious and safe.
How would you educate people to know when and how not to get in certain water?
Go to your local weather channel and look at the currents, look at the tides and how they're moving. I wish, and what the family would like for people to know is that there were no markers there, and there aren't. from a tourist perspective, and even as a local coming up on that spot not knowing anything about it, it looks very peaceful. People are snorkeling and finding seashells, and it's awesome. So there were no warning signs. There were no signs that this current and this tide is going to go out at 7 p.m. and move at 10 to 13 miles an hour.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I've sat on it in my jet ski there at 7 p.m. and trying to go, and I have a speedometer on my jet ski at 5 miles an hour. I'm not even moving, going up against the current.
Really?
So you really got to gear up. Yeah, just imagine being a 47-pound baby.
Thank you.
With snorkel gear on your face, trying to fight that.
Absolutely.
It's unimaginable. Just imagine being that family. I can't reiterate enough. They all went through this together, and it was very tragic and sudden and unexpected. It was unfortunately the last 20 minutes of their vacation, and that last 20 minutes they'll remember as the entire vacation.
Absolutely. The other part is probably
the other part is gone, and they enjoyed themselves. Trin had a beautiful time, and I can say that because her mama told me, her grandma told everybody talked about how much Trin loved this trip and she loved the beach. So they stayed out as late as possible.
Oh, wow.
You know.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with Amy Spicer. She has been with this team working to make sure that we have ways to give peace to the family, to bring some type closure for the family. And I ask of you to do the same thing. I ask of you, and I cannot get this vision out of my thought process, is to close your eyes as well and imagine it's you. We'll be back with more right here on Sonshine's Corner.
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families, and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola.
I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to this Thursday edition of Sonshine's Corner. We are having a great conversation, our most powerful conversation, talking with Amy Spicer. She is working with the people in Destin that doing the dive in to help locate Trinity.
Right.
And we are asking the community to come together in any way you can. There is a GoFundMe that's up on our on the screen. You're going to see it in a little bit, that you can go there and donate. And as well, you can go to my Facebook page, all three of them, and you'll see that GoFundMe right there. So you'll be able to help, because this is to help with the family, because I know that she is not in the mindset right now to move that way. I mean, coming on a vacation and then to go home and to come home this way.
Right. to go home without your baby. I wouldn't get out of the bed.
I wouldn't.
Because if I'm not here, when she was here, that woman was go, 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 go. Hey, can I get your water? Can I get your Gatorade? Can I?
She wanted her baby.
She wanted her baby home. So I couldn't imagine being home. I would just lay in bed all day, you know.
Exactly.
And in which she should. I would too.
Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind.
So yeah, that'll help her be able to stay home, Wesley and Victor, and the family be able to grieve. So please absolutely go donate to Raven's GoFundMe. She didn't even ask for that GoFundMe, for those that say, oh, that's what she wants. She didn't ask for it. She actually said, don't do it. But then everybody said, you're going to need it. So definitely go to her GoFundMe, donate what you can. If you can't, share it. And we would like to keep those funds with Raven and the family. So if you would like to donate to our efforts, contact Miss Sonshine, contact me, contact Jonathan Ivy on Facebook. He also has a group, Divers for Trinity. Contact Drummer for Hire, Dusty Andrews, even the United Cajun Navy, Kevin with the United Cajun Navy. His information has been posted throughout this, and although they're not here still with us, we are still in contact with him, and he is willing to help in any way. So if you would like to reach out to him, he has my contact information. He will get in touch with me.
Absolutely. And I really want to say thank you to Tara Spencer. She was determined, and I mean, she said no. Give me a moment. You know,
she did. Somebody reached out to me and said, "Hey, they posted this. You need to go comment on it or call them." And I was like, "Well, I was thinking City of Pensacola. The City of Pensacola. Well, they're not open right now." And then I realized that it was the police department. I was like, "City of Pensacola ain't open right now." Who trying to get me to call?
Exactly.
But I was ready to call.
When I talked to her, she said, I got you. Let me find this out. Let me work this for you.
She found me quick, too.
She did, and but I thank her for that, because it is so important that we keep this name alive. We keep this the efforts that are being put alive for the family. And I can't thank you enough for continuing to work as diligently that you are working, so that you can help this family find closure.
Yes, ma'am. And not just myself, all of us that are out doing it, and there aren't a lot of us left that are still doing it. I will say that that's what this is for.
Exactly.
Is to revamp that back up and get more help. Our second wave, as we like to call it.
Please be that person to come out and help.
Absolutely.
Please be that person that you're going to reach out to help. If you want to talk to Amy, if you didn't get Amy Spicer on Facebook, you know how to get me. I will make sure that you get in touch with her and anybody else that she can help you with to be a part. If you want to donate, if you want to ride your jet ski, I mean, a boat where they need this to go out further, let's do that for the family. Let's be that community that comes together to reach out to help those that are in need. Because my prayers are for the mom and the dad.
Right. Absolutely.
And the grandma, not leaving that grandma, but I can imagine the pain.
Yeah, but all the grandparents.
Exactly.
And they were all, both sides of the family. They were all here.
Exactly.
And they all need as many prayers, uplifting as they can get as they go
Amy,
through this every day.
When I talked to you yesterday, the positivity, the urgency that I got from the conversation, but just the first time we talked, I commend you for that, for what you're doing to make a difference for this family. This is not easy work.
It's not.
But you're not going to let the flame blow down. You're going to continue to fight so that Trinity and her family can get the peace and the closure that they need.
Right.
And I say thank you. And look, you got my number now. We're going to keep talking, find ways to do it. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a part of this, if you want to help, if you want to help with a boat, if you want to help, you got a boat that you just ride around with?
Right.
Call Amy so they can get people out. If you have a jet ski, you one of those jet skiers? She broke hers. I mean,
I did. We're gonna get it fixed.
But she was out there doing something, but she broke it. But that's okay. You can do that part to help today. 850-432-7768. You can call. Well, no, it's the end of the show. No, you can't call. But if you want to find out ways to get in touch with Amy, you've got my number. You know how to get in touch with me. I will put you in touch with her. If you're that person that would like to go out to find out how if maybe you're a diver.
Right.
Maybe you have that thing that goes on your back, that air tank. Is that what? The air tank, all of that. If you want to do some gasoline to help with the boats that has to have gasoline to go out, you can't get out there and just push. So be that person every bit to help. I believe like this, when we connect the dots, and I do this, connect all of our resources together, there's nothing we can't do.
Another thing that I didn't think of is the people that live locally in the condos. Look, use
Keep
your
looking.
morning, get some binoculars, use your morning to scan the shore, scan the water. If you see anything that seems to be of importance, call the sheriff's department. Although they've called off their search, they had to do that. They're only allotted so much time.
Right.
So they are still very much actively out there scanning. They're just not allowed to stay on it. If they get a call, they have to leave. Whenever they were officially on it,
I understand.
They could stay and they didn't have to leave.
I understand.
So they're still actually out there and actively scanning and doing what they can as well. So if you see anything out of the ordinary,
reach out.
Definitely reach out. It doesn't hurt to reach out to the Coast Guard, reach out to the Sheriff's Department. We all have radios, a lot of people out there do. Reach out to the Coast Guard and say, hey, check this out. If you have Airbnbs, there are people like myself. I live 2 hours away, so I drive 2 hours there, and then at night I drive 2 hours home, and sometimes go work a 16-hour shift the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if there are Airbnb people out there in that area or anywhere close to there, and you would like to donate some of your room time, do it. Yeah, we'll offer it to others. I can personally drive back for 2 hours, so I don't personally need it, but there are plenty of people that said, hey, that came out. We have people from Georgia. We have people from Louisiana.
We're down to the last 30 seconds. Listen at this. But we've had a great show today. And listen, everybody, I want you to be a part. Reach out to Amy Spicer. You can go to her Facebook page. Reach out to me, and I'll get you in contact with her if there are ways that you would like to help. But the fact of it is, do something to make a difference. I've got to go, but I'm going to leave you as I do every single day, my dear friends. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first in whatever you do, I guarantee you're going to be a total success. So until tomorrow, for another day of nothing but sunshine, reach out, help somebody, show somebody. If it's just a kind gesture of love, do that today. So until then, my friends, know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Thank you so much, Amy, for all that you do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sunshine, for putting this out here.
Thank you.
You are appreciated.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Rishi Studer.